I ought to go upright and vital and speak the rude truth in all ways. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. History, Stephen said, is a nightmare from which I am trying to awake. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Until you have suffered much in your heart, you cannot learn humility. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Where you are in a few months depends on what you do today. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. Behind every beautiful thing, there's some kind of pain. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. All I do is lie, and that has made me immune to compliments. Between living and dreaming, there is a third thing. Guess it. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. Travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. True, life is complex, but so are a great many accidents. Face reality as it is, not as it was, or as you wish it to be. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. Sometimes when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. We can't avoid reasoning. We can only avoid doing it well. 10 seconds, that's all it takes for life to throw you a curveball. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. Always stand up for truth, regardless of who steps on it. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. People who keep stiff upper lips find that it's damn hard to smile. The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. But man's duty is to try and endeavor. Success depends upon chance and environments. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. Life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Dump it. Fear is awful. Face it. Memories are sweet. Cherish them. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. Follow your heart. Listen to your inner voice. Stop caring about what others think. Your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. If you are willing to go out on a limb, the tree of life holds endless possibilities. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd. We seek the fire of the spark that is already within us. This place has only 3 exits, sir: madness and death. People throw stones at you, and you convert them into milestones. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Dream big. Wake up. Take the first step into the unknown. Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. More powerful than the will to win is the courage to begin. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Life provides chances to open your heart all the time. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. The goal is to reduce the time of suffering, not eliminate it. Kendati batasan tara kebebasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. But if a villain can be made, then they can be unmade. Many things that don't really mean so much of anything are wonderful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. Aslan, you doubt your value. Don't run from who you are. Winning isn't enough. The acme of all skill is to defeat your enemy before taking the field. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. The longing for paradise is man's longing not to be man. Tomorrow hopes we have learned something from yesterday. I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist, and right. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. Chaos is more freedom, in fact, total freedom, but no meaning. Make your lives a masterpiece. You only get one canvas. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it